Welcome to Rewatch. We are on season 4, episode 7 of Dave Filoni's Clone Wars. This one is called Darkness on Umbra. Umbra is a dark planet where there are these luminescent plants that glow and kind of give off a light. It makes for an interesting backdrop. There's some opening action, which again, I do think they do the action well in there. Clone troopers in action is always what I wanted to see. I did not want to see Anakin dealing with a teenage Padawan. I wanted to see bonding moments between Obi-Wan and Anakin on different planets during different war times. And if it wasn't for Ahsoka, well, you've heard this argument before. But anyway, as he's leading his troops through a gigantic battle that just lasts a few minutes, Anakin is quickly taken off the roster. He is replaced by Jedi Krell. Krell is a no-nonsense, by-the-book Jedi is how he's introduced. This is a 3-part series, so we're going to find out more about Krell later on. But Krell is from the same race as Dexter Jettster, and real tough and gruff guy. Doesn't seem to have any respect for clones. Clones are just foil or fodder for the army, and already is getting off on the wrong foot with a lot of the clone troopers. Now, in my ongoing episode of Clone Wars, Missed Opportunities, I really believe Dave Filoni would have been better teaming up with the EU and saying, hey, take some of my characters and fill out their backstory for me. Because, and I'll get to his eventual betrayal later on, but Krell is an interesting character to me. I remember this. It's so funny how well I remember season 4. And again, season 4 is not, that much of a disappointment as I remembered watching it the first time. It doesn't mean it's excellent, but it means I'm enjoying it. And this one I remembered very well. But what led Krell to how he is now? How did war change him? War obviously changed him and everything, because he's gonna explain that in the third episode, or his third act. But what changed him? And this is where the EU writers could have really helped him out. They could have given us some short stories in the Star Wars Insider or the comic book series or something, giving us a backstory on Krell. And if he would have just worked in tangent with all the EU authors, they would have offered creativity, given all his Clone Wars episodes, deep backgrounds and give them deeper meaning, just like the EU enhanced George Lucas's movies. They could have done the same for each and every one of Dave Filoni's Clone Wars. But of course, Filoni thinks he's always better. So we don't get that much backstory into Krell, which is a shame, because in upcoming episodes, he's going to be really an interesting character, I think. Or, it'd be interesting to see how he got to this point, is where we see him in this Clone Wars episode. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me know, episode 7, Darkness on Umbra. What'd you think about it in the comments below? And I'll see you next time on Rewatch.